Chapter 41, page 224. What do you see in me, Miss Tia? She shake her head, hold my hand up, make it like two bars so she can peep my face, then roll me behind the bars. It felt like she's climbing out of herself and entering my own soul, my heart. Tell me, what do you want most in life? She asked. For my mama to not be dead, I say, my voice breaking, for her to come back and make everything better. I know, she say with a soft, sad smile. I know, but can you think of something else you want? To go to school, I say, and now to win the scholarship. Why is this so important to you, Aduni? My mother say education will give me a voice. I want more than just a voice, Miss Tia. I want a louding voice, I say. I want to enter a room and people will hear me even before I open my mouth to be speaking. I want to live in this life and help many people so that when I grow old and die, I'll still be living through the people I am helping. Think it, Miss Tia. If I go to school and become a teacher, then I can collect my salary and maybe even build my own school in Kati and be teaching teaching the girls. The girls in my village don't have much chance for school. I want to change that, Miss Tia. Because those girls, they will grow up and born many more great people to make Nigeria even more better than now. Miss Tia is nodding her head yes as I am talking. You can do it, she say. God has given you all you need to be great, and it sits right there inside of you. She drops my hands, point a finger to my chest. Right inside your mind, in your heart. You believe it? I know you do. You just need to hold on to the belief and never let go. When you get up every day, I want you to remind yourself that tomorrow will be better than today. That you are a person of value. That you are important. You must believe this, regardless of what happens with the scholarship, okay? Hi, book besties. Welcome back to another video. So today I am spending some time with a new book club or like a space or community that I'm part of. It's called the Footnote Room. It is curated and created by Utulu from the I Wrote. It's her handle I Wrote. Yes, I think it is I Wrote on TikTok and Instagram. So I'm meeting her and everybody else for the first time. I'm quite excited. We read the book, The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abi Dare, and I was reading it for the second time. I first read it in 2022, and yeah, I read it again. And as always, I love the book. But yeah, basically come along. And I'm also gonna try, so I didn't get to finish the entire book this time. I read like 80% through. So I'm also gonna try to read the rest of it after the session, the catch up or the meetup. So yeah, stay tuned and come along. You had a hard shell of some sort.
I think I rejected it, especially as a kid. I would see it.
You are in a uni, aren't you?
Number 2, when I close my eyes on some days, I see my mama as a rose flower, a yellow and red purple rose with shining leaves. And if I sniff a dip sniff, I can catch her smell too. This is in page 8. That part was also so painful.
Yeah.
How does Aduni engage with the memory of her mother throughout the novel? What larger role does the memory of her mother play in Aduni's life?
Sure. Oof, that was a big one.
Yeah,
that was a big one for me because I feel like her mother was her anchor.
Yeah.
You couldn't have told her otherwise about her mother. She at any point she was like, can she just come just for a second to save me?
Yes, just a second.
Just for a second, you know. Even at the point where she was like, when she was interacting with Tia, and she was like, you can get on an aeroplane and go to see your mother. I wish I could get on an aeroplane and go to heaven. That's like her mother. Yeah. So her mother pretty much is the reason she's going on.
Yeah.
Because of that conversation about Aduni, you need school. School will be your voice. Education will be your voice. And then she was like, I want a louding voice. All she needed to be told was that.
That's crazy.
And the conversation, the honest conversation that the mother had with her about marrying wrong.
Yes,
Oh,
that guy is it Abe.
yes, yeah. I think it's an important conversation as well, and I think a lot more of our parents can do that with us, telling us a lot about the mistakes they made so that we don't have to be caught up, as opposed to reacting out of their own mistakes. Because sometimes some of the anger, some of the frustration, first wife,
Yes.
it's what she is battling with. It's the internal turmoil that she doesn't vocalize. But if she was to say it out loud, even to a child, it would then create a whole different impression, a whole different view of the kind of woman that she is. And I think Aduni's mother did that for her. She was honest with her about the man she married. She was honest with her about how society is treating her, how her life could have turned out differently if she got to marry her lover. And so she's saying, you know what? I don't want you to fall into the same trap. Don't settle for less. So literally, she gave the basic foundation, and she was like, go forth, and that's all I can give you.
So
Yeah, the mother was the other louding voice.
Literally,
Keep going.
literally,
she was a very silent, strong character. Even though she's not a part of
She's
the book,
normal,
but she
yeah.
is like
But
a
I
huge
feel
part
like
of
it
the
was
book.
so sad when she started describing her as a dead flower when she was speaking about
Yes,
how
yes.
the father maybe disappointed the mother. That was like, okay, what does that even mean now?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just feel like
And it's so fun. It's so funny how she describes her. It's like my mother was not even half of what you are.
No,
Like she put her in such a
high
stark,
pedestal, yeah.
big pedestal, and deservingly.
Literally.
She'd say, go to school, Sana, finish your grades, get a good job, be with somebody you love, don't be like me.
Yeah.
I've accepted it,
Yeah.
but don't be like me.
Don't be like me.
But yeah, this generation will say, "Tshwara tsipaka bohaleng, begezela." That's what our mothers
Take
that's
the
what our
damn
mothers-
knife away.
Like,
Can
what
we
do you
start
mean?
there?
Why do you have to hold it in the blunt? There's a
Why are we
soft
having
part.
knives? Let's
Let's
start
start
there.
there. Why? There's a fork, there's a spoon.
You know, because naturally, because I do get the sentiment sometimes of where that comes from, where it's saying life naturally will bring its own battles, right? But that statement normally comes around when people have intentionally chosen to bring challenges. You must still hold on. That's where I don't agree.
Don't instill that in
Yeah,
me.
don't, like, when life naturally just happens. Things will just happen,
Yeah.
right? We live in that kind of world. But when people decide to make choices and you are saying no, I must just hold it where it's
Forever,
blunt. Yeah. So no, that woman was a silent powerhouse. You're right. She is actually is a character in the book without being a character. Well, yeah, that's a beautiful thought.
I'm not a
So most of what we push, is it driven more of around the experiences that were not nice? So we think the other or the alternative would have been better, but would we still have the same stance if we were in the alternative? So that's what you're asking. So my thinking is, in terms of education itself, because I guess that question is relevant to our everyday reality. We all get this education, but is it doing more of a damage, or is it building us into characters who can change society, right?
independent women.
So I think perhaps it's not because it's what it is, it's what there is right now. It's not a bad starting point to understand what you need to dissect. So, but it takes a certain character for you to be able to want to do that. What am I saying? So we all go to school, we learn these things. We don't get taught by about our historical figures. We didn't learn about Mama Winnie, for instance. We didn't learn about Biko. We didn't learn about Hani. We didn't learn about all these people. But it takes you going through a system and perhaps individually having a bit of an intuition or inclination or a desire or an intention to want to know the other. Okay, yes, now I've gotten to learn this education, but something in me is just saying this cannot be it.
Yeah.
Something about this system or something about all that I've learned is just not it. A good example is that we are all in corporate, and maybe most of us in this conversation, we're not pro-capitalism like that much, right? But we find ourselves in it, even though we're not pro it. We find ourselves in it, and every day we still have the conversation, whether in our small spaces, whether in rooms where we can be change makers, where we're questioning, like, should it be like that, right? So it's the whole idea is like, just if you want to change the system sometimes, and I don't always agree with this, be in the room, understand the internal dynamics, change it from the inside out, and it doesn't always work because of the setting, right? There's a contrast of Lagos, which is the city, modern life and stuff, and then where they are in the villages and stuff, and we later find out, especially when the beggar, there's a piece where Aduni sees a beggar and she's shocked that, in like people beg here because where we come from, they would rather sell off, but marry off a girl child to get food. Like you would never see people begging, right? So the reason I'm bringing that is because perhaps in the environment, in the society, in the setting that they were in, it has become so normalized. It looks okay, it's normal. I mean, the best friend wanted to get married. The best friends were jealous of her. Like, you're gonna get married and stuff like that. You should be happy. That's privilege. You're gonna get food. You're never gonna be hungry. So there is a bit of that, I guess, modern day knowledge that kind of makes it a bit biased for us to be analyzing that situation, because we're sitting there like, but like, why would you want that? But it was the next best thing for them. The girls weren't allowed to go to school. The girls weren't allowed to work. The only thing that there was for them is to get married.
And I think
in an ideal society, all of them are feminists, and they're like, never, no one is doing that. But their parents did it. Their grandparents did it. It was naturally them who are now going to do it, right? Does it make it right? No. And this is what you are touching on, that you perhaps wanted some of the male characters to come and say, no, guys, let's do something. Oh, that man, is it Banda or Bala or something, whose daughter was confined for 100 and something days, and and you would think that man,
and then they killed the
guy. You would think that man, because he's a friend of the father, you would think he would come to the defense and say, don't sell off your child. I've seen what has happened to my daughter when I tried to do that. Do you understand? So there's a lot of, there's no accountability, but we also don't know what accountability would have looked like for them in a normalized society where things are just like that. But I get your point as well, that, born boy, come on, be a bigger brother. But I had no faith in him. She had already described in page 1 that boy.
She was so dumb with him.
The younger brother, she was like, I can help this one. But this one, 19-year-old, he's so gone.
She was so done. Ari, he smells like rotten onion.
And you have to.
Girl.
That bed, she wasn't even jealous of the bed, remember? Because she was like, we were sleeping and he's sleeping on the bed, but that bed has bed packs and stuff, so he can have it.
She didn't rate him, Shem. Hi, Mbali.
So we had our first meetup for the footnote room, and I just want to find out from you, why did you start this community and what do you hope from it?
Okay, sheesh. I feel like as somebody who's always been a reader, like all my entire life, there's not much people to rant about. Like after you read a book or watch a movie, there's so much going on in your head. So now I feel like I won't have to just like write it on my notes. I can be able to just like save all of that for people that I would say are a community. But also not just the fun of it, but also to be able to confront very, very serious issues that we have in the world, I feel like they take us a step further to like, I'm gonna sound corny, but change the world. Yeah.
Okay. You're an author?
Yes.
Show us your book.
You're putting me in the spotlights.
I am.
I don't like the spotlights.
Okay, but what is the book about, and where can we get the book?
You can get the book on Amazon or from me as a signed copy, which I think is always better. The book is it talks about a protagonist who's young. It's a Bildungsroman. So it follows the story of a young girl all the way to like being a woman. So it follows her from Congo all the way to South Africa, and how she basically she faces the life of an immigrant in South Africa, xenophobia, learning the language, and all of like other dynamics that women just tend to have generally. So, yeah.
Are we getting something else from you? Another offering?
Yes, actually I have a poetry collection that's done. Should be out soon, an anthology. It just talks about healing, especially for Black people, just Black women. We need a lot of like things that we have to integrate inside of us. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. It's coming.
Book launch then. We'll be waiting.
Book launch. I need funding, so please tell your people.
Thank you, Ceci. Appreciate it.
Thank you.